It's time for some Catholic cooking. Hi, I'm Jennifer and this is Kate, and welcome to our Catholic Kitchen, where we test out different recipes from different Catholic cookbooks every month.
So for February, as we're heading into Lent, we have a meatless meal option for you, which comes from a really cool online Catholic cookbook that has a lot of different meatless meal ideas.
We also have a bread recipe for you from this book, Around the Year with the Trapp Family, in case fasting on bread and water is your thing during Lent.
And we're also going to be trying a really interesting cake experiment. We recently saw this photo online and are curious to see if this actually works. And if it does, it could be a fun option for Mardi Gras.
So let's get started.
So we're going to start first with the bread recipe because it takes the longest and we want to go ahead and get that started. And it is officially called Dark Rye Bread from Austria.
So we love this book, Around the Year with the Trapp Family. It has recipes in it, it has crafts, it has all kinds of information about the church's liturgical year. And it used to be out of print and crazy expensive, like over $100, but it's back in print now and you can get a nice brand new copy on Amazon for under $20. That is a steal.
And the section on Lent in this book is very beautiful and inspiring. And as much as we love this book, we've never cooked from it before. So that changes today. We're going to be trying the bread recipe, and for that you need regular flour, rye flour, yeast, caraway seeds, and water.
We'll see how we do.
So we started first with some hot water and mixed the yeast into that to let it sit for a while. And then we poured out the rye flour into a bowl along with some of the regular flour and the caraway seeds and whisked that together. Then added in the yeast mixture, mixed those two things together. And then we poured out some of the hot water and added that to the rest. And we mixed that together, and this is kind of where it starts to go wrong because it was a very sticky dough and very hard to knead. We ended up adding like an extra cup of flour and it still didn't work. The dough was still extremely sticky. So that was not such a fun adventure, but we managed to power through and get it mixed well enough. As you can see here, we had to use the spatula to keep it off our hands. And then we just covered it with a towel.
All right, so our bread has been rising for 2 hours. It's really, I don't know.
We don't know what we created here.
Yeah, it's a mess. So it was actually even poofier, but we opened it up and all the gas escaped. So we have to knead it now by hand for 10 minutes. So we're gonna give that a whirl, we'll see.
So then after that we punched it down and then covered it up again for another half hour before turning it out, or trying to. Again, still so sticky, but we punched holes in it like the recipe said and then put it in the oven to see what happens, because that looks just like a blob of dough. So after it had cooked for an hour, we brushed it with water, again just according to the recipe, and then put it back in for the final cook.
Now onto our meatless recipe, and we are making a vegetable frittata from the Meatless Friday cookbook, which is a super fun free online Catholic cookbook from St. Gabriel Catholic Radio.
So this was a great Lenten find for us. We especially love their collection of like 15 different meatless sandwich recipes.
They all look
and I have them on. They look really, really
good.
Oh
my goodness, don't look at that website when you're hungry. No. Okay, so we might have to try out some of those sandwiches, maybe.
Yep. Not today, but
Not
maybe
today.
in our March cooking, because that will be like right in the middle of Lent.
The middle of Lent.
Yep.
So.
But today we're doing the frittata, and for that you need to start with a bank loan to afford your eggs.
8 eggs.
It's very expensive. And then red onion, salt and pepper, spinach, a red bell pepper, feta cheese, olive oil, and milk. We started first by making the egg mixture, so eggs, milk, salt, and pepper, and whisking that all together. Then we thinly sliced our peppers with help, of course. And then we did the same thing for the onion. Then we heated some oil in a pan to saute the vegetables until they were soft, and added the spinach, cooked that down. Then we added in the eggs and let that cook for a little, added the feta cheese, and then we stuck it in the oven, and this is what the final product is.
Okay, now we have a super fun cake experiment to do. As we mentioned earlier, we saw this picture online to make a birthday cake kit for people in need. Although we're sort of debating, like, what does that mean, people in need? Because obviously you need an oven for this.
Yeah, so you couldn't really give it to someone who's homeless.
No.
Because they won't really have, steady access to an oven.
Right. So maybe a food bank would like a kit like this.
Something. We're trying to figure this one out.
Or like at a school, I don't know, low income, or like anyone. I would love to get a kit like this. It could be a fun prize.
Yeah, you could raffle it off.
You could raffle it
school
off
or somewhere.
Yeah, so lots of different potential ideas coming out of this one, but
we're not really sure how this works. We love the idea, but wanted to test it because of what it is.
Yeah, we didn't want to give a kit to someone and say good luck with that without trying it first.
I'm very curious about this one. So as you can tell by now, it is just a box cake mix of your choice and then Sprite.
Right.
Knockoff soda.
Yeah, we have knockoff Sprite. It's fine. We have a fancy cake mix to make up for that cinnamon toast crunch. Very healthy, nothing artificial here. We're having vegetable frittata, so it's fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mardi Gras right here.
This could go really poorly.
No, party in a box, Kate. It's going to be fun.
So we started first by just oiling the pan on the bottom, and then added in the cake mix to our bowl, along with the knockoff Sprite. Then we just whisked that until it was smooth, and transferred it into the baking dish, and stuck it in the oven. And that batter smelled really, really good.
Alright, the cake turned out. It smells really good. I'm ready to go ahead and frost it. So we'll see.
We just used vanilla frosting on the top and added some sprinkles to make it more Mardi Gras festive.
Okay, our frittata is done and it does look really good. We are going to go ahead and taste test the frittata while it is hot.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. The feta cheese really makes this one. Mm-hmm. It gives it that nice, salty, flavorful. Yeah. This is definitely good. We used a mixture of spinach and kale, so we kind of have some stems hanging out. Probably wouldn't do that again, but that's what our grocery store had.
All right, the frosting is done. The sprinkles are on. Now it's time to try it.
Just try to make it a little festive for Mardi Gras. I feel a lot better about the cake than I do about the bread, but we'll see. The bread has us worried. I don't know. Okay. So it's a very not mushy. I don't know how to describe it. It's not the easiest to slice. I don't know if that's because of the Sprite and not using an egg, so it's definitely not like quite the regular type consistency. Tastes fine. Tastes like you would expect. Cinnamon toast crunch.
It's a very fluffy cake.
Really fluffy, yes.
Lots of air.
I don't know. I don't know if all Sprite cakes turn out like this or just ours. Not sure. I don't know if I would call this my go-to way to make a cake.
It worked.
It worked. It did.
It worked.
It worked. You could say that. However, I mean, and it could be fun with kids, using the Sprite. But if they all bake up this way where it's a little bit hard to serve it. It doesn't look very pretty on the plate, but you know, in a pinch, it will definitely do, and it tastes fine.
What have we done?
Okay, so we have enough bread here for 20 people. Okay, so I should have known a Von Trapp family recipe is not going to feed 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't even know if we can get a spatula, Kate.
It took us 5 minutes to get it off the pan.
Okay, so it's done. I'm gonna say this isn't our best recipe that we've ever tried. That's all I'm saying is, and there's a lot of it. Maybe it tastes good. We don't know.
Better taste good after all.
We'll try. I'm sure it's delicious.
With a chunk.
Here you go, Kate. Well, we'll get some butter. That will make it better. Oh boy. This is, yeah, definitely not our best effort here. Yeah, is it good? You could mop up gravy with it maybe, but not during Lent, of course, because you wouldn't have meat, but
I don't know what we're gonna do with it.
we have a lot of it. Okay, so yeah.
Yep. I think the frittata wins.
Yeah, the frittata, the clear winner here. Definitely, it was excellent. The cake was just like great for an emergency cake. Yeah, if you don't have eggs or oil and you just want cake, you have a can of Sprite. You know, it's okay.
It works. Not amazing, but
not amazing. I don't think I would go down the whole road of let's make kits and hand them out to people in need.
Yeah.
Because the people in need want better cake, I think, than this. You know, I think, you know, let's give them a couple eggs and oil. Let's just splurge. Just go crazy, right?
You can make cake pops out of that cake. It's
yeah.
so
Okay. And then the bread, I don't know.
We don't know what we did with the bread.
We
don't
did
know what
something wrong,
happened.
Obviously. I'm not sure. But
it was so sticky, as you saw.
The dough was so sticky.
And I don't know if it was us. I don't know if it was the recipe.
I don't know.
It was probably us.
Well, you know, we try to make the recipe exactly as written. I had thought maybe we'll separate it into 2 loaves. And I thought, no, this is how Maria von Trapp wrote the recipe, so it must work somehow. But not at our house.
And we got somewhere.
Yeah, so that's disappointing. We kind of had 1 hit and 2 misses in this one, but that's part of the fun of trying new recipes, and we would like to invite everyone over to our house for some bread.
Yeah, you want some bread?
Maybe with butter and jelly. I don't know.
No,
Anyway.
Yep.
Better luck next time. Okay, so that was our Catholic cooking video for February, be it as it may.
Yep.
So
let us know if you try any of these. Maybe you can get the bread to turn out.
maybe if you've ever cooked from the Von Trapp Around the Year book and had great success, let us know. Or if you could spot the moment that we went terribly wrong, let us know.
Please, we would appreciate it.
We would appreciate it.
So, we hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.